today.
Okay, 29th of December, Rudy here. Welcome to the Daily Ninja Show. We go through the shares, ETFs on the ASX and US to do with commodities primarily. Okay, so we start with the tank. So he was off 0.6% today. I thought he would have done a bit more with the copper and BHP, but a lot of the action was in the silver today, but we'll get to that. So VAS, the Australian share market, we were off 0.5%, so pretty boring there. ATech, so our tech sector, I think another leg down might be a buying opportunity. America, so America's got just all-time highs there. The Nasdaq, so it hasn't done it yet. Okay, gold. Okay, we'll go to a daily chart just to see what's going on. All right, so he's holding up pretty good, really. Tonight, when New York opens, will be testing time. So Aussie dollar gold just sitting at all-time highs there. Our gold index, our gold miners, so we were off 0.5% today. Bit gun shy. Want to see what America does. So the miners ETF, it was up 1%. GDX about the same. So the big holding in them is Newmont. That's Newmont in ASX today. So he was off 0.6, waiting for America. So Northern Star, that was off 0.8. If you ever get a chance, it looks like this is great support around this area. Okay, GDXJ. So this is the American one that's got a whole bunch of our miners in there. Evolution's got the highest weighting. So he's looking fine. In terms of stars of the day in our gold miners, those that got over 5%. So Alkane was just up over 5. Then we had LRV. Is he getting his giddy up? Nice to see him break through that. Mr. Win, poking his head up, boost above support there. Mr. Cheap, there you go, shows that, so Westmits, he went off, so that's our gold. So Dr. Copper, so the copper price, right at the highs here, and that looks very bullish. Very, very bullish. So that flowed through to the wire ETF, up 5% today. Yeah, well done. Well done if you've been buying it all down here. I've had a couple of subscribers say, Rudy, you need to show this LML. So I'm showing it. Have a look if you're interested. Okay, back to the wire ETF. So the big holdings in there, First Quantum, Anto, Southern Copper. So the ETF's expecting a big night for these guys tonight. And Tech, so they're also in that XMET. In terms of our local producers that are in the wire ETF too. So BHP got gun shy at the highs here, based on that copper price, and the iron ore price is strong today too. We'll get to that. So I'm a bit surprised about that. That's, I think, would be a good buying op. Sandfire, Capstone, and DVP. I think I like this. I like that one. So CopJ. So this is the American one. So he passed the short-term target here. So the big holdings there is this Taseko and Ivanhoe. In terms of I'll just go through all our producers to have a look at them. So A1M looking nice. AIS looking nice. AMI just needs to break through there, and then that should pretty low volume. Okay, there's a good buy down there. So Mr. Hillgrove. So he was, as I said, he's the cheapest, and that's because he's got a high cost of production. So his profit margins will increase at a faster rate than a low cost miner. Sounds reverse, but yeah, that's what happens. And 29M is the last of our producers. So a lot of them are in this COPJ too. In terms of developers, I'm not going to go through them all, just the ones that still look good, like you can still buy them. I should give him then another official tick then. He's broken through resistance there. Firefly and Hot Chili. So they're our developers, not all of them. Okay, Uranium. Okay, so the spot price. Okay, so we're banging up, so we're approaching some resistance here. So a break of that will be very bullish. So the URNM ETF, we go to a daily, there's too much. Yeah, so I'd say if that's when the spot price goes, this will go. So Kamiko, there's those highs. Kaza, no, he's just consolidating. And the Sput, so he tracks the uranium price, so he'll do whatever that does. URNJ, that's fine, consolidating. So I think the next move will be nice green candle through there. So the big holdings in that one. So UEC and Denison and Next Gen. They're the bigger holdings, and then Plate and our boy. So he's at resistance. So I think so last week I was saying that I think around here is a good buying op for Palladium. Get it in your super fund. Okay. Rare earths. So REMX, the US one. Well, that looks like he's off again. Got that sort of resistance gone now. So give him a tick. I don't know why though, because so Linus is it? Yeah, he just can't get a good green candle. Well, the positive is he's holding on to support. So I think really a breakthrough $13 is required to make sure. MP just sitting down there as well. Luca, so that was a buy back here last week. So that looks like it's getting on with it. That looks pretty healthy. Okay. Take your medicine pills, the lithium boys. Oh my god. And look at that. So futures price, new high. Oh my god. So Lit P, so the ETF, so he's coming up here. So Pilbara, our boy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give him, and he's got above there, so I'm gonna have to give him another tick. Other big one in there, say Gang Feng, so he's going to be off. SQM, then that's our boys IGO. I can't say to buy that because of knowing this. They're just going to be stuck with this refinery and their share of. I think just get the other ones. And Liontown. So Pilbara's the lowest cost producer of them all. Although based on my previous comments about the price going up is good for higher cost. Buy the ETF. Albemarle. Alright, so that's one on the US that is just breaking above, and they're the world's largest producers. So, like if you're over the US, you may as well buy that. In terms of our developers, we've got GL1. He's got some resistance to get through, but there's been consolidation there for 10 or nearly 2 months. GLN, he looks like he's off, and LKE making those right moves. What's this one? It's gone. Hey. AQI. Well, there you go. And INR. So that's a bit the same. Got some resistance around here. So based on that futures price, they should all go. Okay, oil. Go to daily. Okay, so Friday, bit of a red candle. So the test is here is, will this 56 hold, and a break above 59 now would be quite bullish. So you can't say it's bullish yet, you can't say it's bearish. Natural gas, that's a bit of a weird one. There's it closed, and here it's open down 10%. So is that someone playing funny games in a liquid market? Anyway, it is what it is. So Woodside, yeah, you just got to keep buying at these levels, I think. Same with Beach, fuel ETF. So I think that's a good time to be buying him. Okay, the other. Alright, there's other. Nickel. So Nickel's joining the party now. It's broken out of that little wedge there. So let's see if we can go on with it. So the players we've got there, so we've got NYSE, who's a producer. So they were just popping their head up last week. So you can see we've got some, that should break through that. Now some other little boys in there. So you've got Centaurus, it's a Rick Rule favourite. Chalice, LM8. So I'm just going through the ones that are nickel focused, and Mr. Win, the little gold guy, he's actually got a little nickel project too. So I'm just showing him off for your research. Now iron ore, even even the boring guy, he wants to join the party. He's up dancing, but hasn't flown through to Fortescue. I think that's a great time to be buying him. If you can get him nice div. So MGX. So that had the rockfall, and Rio didn't get on with it either. So the copper and iron ore price up. I think it's just I think you'll find this will be a good buying opportunity this week. GRR, so they look like they're getting ready to go, and the same with the CXL there. Okay, tin. So tin price up. Who said we're not in a commodity bull market? So MLX, the tin producer. Another one looking. So SRZ. So they're not a producer; they're an explorer / developer. Manganese, even manganese is waking up. So that's, I think that's, if you want a div stock, 6%. I don't think you can go past that. Okay, on to my girlfriend. She's getting a lot of attention these days. Okay, so that was last week's candle. So that's target price. That was meant to be for like next year or something though. Okay, so this is today. So we broke through 80 down to 76. So if you look at the hourly chart, so we opened up, got slammed down, and now we're up to it. So I reckon in America, which is the paper market, they don't transact in anything, we'll probably try and have a final crack to push it down. And I sort of hope they do down to here and then let it rip. If we look at the okay. So this is the Shanghai. So the Chinese silver price converted into US dollars. So that's at 88 still. Look at the hourly chart. Oh, I can't do it on there because I've got formulas ready. So they're at 88 US still, and we're at 79. So that's a $10 gap. Okay, so the girlfriend Siljay, I keep saying tonight's going to be the night. Maybe, let's hope it is. Alright, so ETP Mag, it was up 10% today. Well done if you're holding him. So some of the big boys in Siljay, and I'll just show you what's been going on. So these are the opens. So they open up and then get taken down. Open up, get taken down. Open up, get taken down. That's what's happened for the last 3 nights on the Siljay. Well, not on these big boys that are in there. The same with Kua. See the open up, down, open up, down, open up, down, except he came back up. First Majestic, you can see that, so it's opening up and then being sold down. So once it opens up and keeps going, then the party starts. So this is Endeavour, and then so they're the big holdings in Siljay. And some of the other ones that I'm liking for buys is this Avino, Vizsla, UP, and USAS. If you're looking for something different. Okay, so XMET, it's got those copper, silver, and lithium. So it's going up, looking fine. So South 32, that was buying last few weeks down here. So I think long term he'll be making his move up. Okay, so our little local boys. So our silver producers. So we got Polly. I think I mean, these are your safer ones because they're producing something. BHM. I like. So these ones, I'd be happy people to buy them. Now finally, Mr. My Kitchen Rules breaks through. That was hard work. There's a whole bunch of sellers sitting there. So well done, My Kitchen Rules. So he starts producing next year. And then we've got our developers. So BML, it's got a major resistance around here. So it's got to wait to try and get through that. IVR, so he's had a stellar run. So he's actually met his. So if you were trading, you'd be taking profits, or just hang on. Now this guy SVL, I think he's given you a great opportunity long term to get out. As I said there, if you don't know, that environmental thing, they had to go back to the drawing board, and so they're going to go back to the government in the middle of next year, and so then the government's going to get it and sit on it for 6 months, and then come back and say, oh, but there's a Mizumaku bird there. Can you see? And they. The day before they put out that announcement, they put out this drilling on another property announcement showing 24 metres at 0.25 grams per tonne. You want your whole mine site at least at that, not a drill hole. And 4 grams per tonne silver. It should be 4,000 grams anyway. Okay. So past producers they're not producing, they're trying to define their resource and get up and running. So BKB is on his way. He's still got a nice measured move there. Andean, so looking fine. Okay, then we've got our large scale resource expansion mob. So Ardent. So I've got a sub, he'll be very happy about this today. So he's at major, so you've got short term target met at resistance. So big test, still that's the prize. But yeah, USL. Okay, so USL's right at short-term projection 2. Interesting. That's a big run. All right, so some decisions to made for people that are not in for the long haul. Same with Sun Silver. This is if you're trading, take profits. If you're holding, just hang on for the ride. Then we've got our explorers. So they're all, so you see, yeah, they're all gone to resistance. MMA, ILT, AVM. So big days for the boys today. The West Coast Eagles. Even Mr. haven't done anything. Mr. Lodestar, Load. He looks quite promising, actually. And RCM. Okay, RCM. AQI. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot. AQI. Like, this is the one they've got a silver project, but they bought this gold project backdoored. Far out. All right, so that's your daily wrap. Let's see how silver goes. So yeah.